Thank you for joining us, and welcome to the Washington Performing Arts Virtual Gala. Please welcome our MC for our program tonight, Edward R. Murrow, award recipient, and co-host on the Saturday edition of CBS This Morning, Michele Miller.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Michele Miller, and I am thrilled to be here with you at the beautiful Salamander Hotel and Resort here in Middleburg, Virginia, for the Washington Performing Arts Annual Gala. It's happening tonight. Actually, it's not. In case you've noticed, there's a lot going on this week with the coronavirus and COVID-19, but the folks of the WPA decided that the show must go on, so we are holding a virtual gala tonight. We have a lot of exciting things happening, but out of an abundance of caution, we wanted to make sure that not only the people here who are bringing this amazing event to you tonight are going to be safe, but the artists and, of course, our honoree, Sheila C. Johnson, will be as well. What an illustrious woman with an illustrious career. She has done everything from co-founding a television network to creating and developing a hotel empire. She is here with us tonight. So many other things are happening. Ensembles galore, people to speak to, a lot more information on the WPA and all of the artists that it supports throughout the Washington, D.C. area. So, without further ado, we are telling you right now, we are showcasing, ladies and gentlemen, the Washington Performing Arts Children of the Gospel Choir, led by Maestra Michele Fowlin.
There's much I can achieve. The choices now I'm making determine what my future will be. I'll take advantage of each opportunity to further education and pursue discovery. Anything true, anything right, anything just, anything real, anything pure, with all of my might, I can do, I can be anything, 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 oh, anything I can do, I can be anything.
We face many battles, but they're not yours. They belong to the Lord. Put on the armor of God. Delight yourself in His word. Don't give up the fight. It's too late to give up now. Give up the fight. So be encouraged, my brother. Hold on, my sister. There's a way of escape for you and for me. Be strong. Stand on His word. God has promised to fight every one of your battles. Don't give up. It's too late. Don't give up the fight. 'Cause the war was won by Jesus on a hill called Calvary, where He gave His life for you and me. Dry your eyes, don't you cry, 'cause everything is gonna be alright. Now weeping may endure for a night, but hold on, 'cause joy is coming in the morning time. Fight on, fight on, fight on, fight through the rain, fight through the pain, fight when you're up, and fight when you're down, fight through the fears, fight through those tears. You've already won the battle. You've got to just fight on. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness in the high places. But that's all right. That's all right. We've already won. The Lord is walking by your side. Everything is all right. God is with us. Yeah, God is with us. You've got to God is walking by your side. Everything is all
Unbelievable. Thank you so much, Michelle. Thank you to the Washington Performing Arts Children of the Gospel Choir. Amazing. Truly amazing. Well, I'm going to invite two of my new friends of the choir over here for a minute. Come on over here, Anais Murillo and Karen Coles, and we're going to learn a little something about what this signature program has to offer, what it has done for you. First off, I know that you performed before the Supreme Court with Matthew Whitaker, and you've been to a few other places around town. What drives you? What motivates you in this choir?
Well, honestly, what motivates me personally is just the end goal, knowing that we're touching people and that our hard work is being paid off, because that's the message that we want to send to everybody.
Now, how long have the two of you been involved?
I've been involved since about 7th grade.
7th grade, and you're what now?
I'm a senior in high school.
Wow, and you?
I actually am an alumni of the choir. I was in the choir from the age of 8 to 18, and now I am 22.
So what difference did it make in your lives?
For me, it was just a new level of discipline that the choir taught me. Just thinking about where I am now, I don't think that I would have been able to be as professional as I am, and I got a lot of that from being in COTG.
I would imagine it really draws out that one, personality and the confidence
Absolutely.
that it builds in you as a performer. How has it changed for you?
Honestly, COTG just taught me more about discipline, and I learned what I wanted to do in college, actually. So I learned a whole bunch of music and what music can just offer.
What do you hope to do with this beyond the here and now?
So honestly, what I want to go to college and do is I want to study music therapy and neuropsychology to help those who are disabled.
Wow, that's a lofty goal, and that's like giving back. Is that something else that they drive in here?
Yes.
I am currently a grad student at Johns Hopkins University, where I am studying pedagogy and voice.
Oh my gosh, Karen, Anais, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for bringing your talents to this amazing virtual gala. It's a first for both of you, right?
Yes.
A virtual gala is something we might be hearing a lot more of in the next few months, so stick with it. You know, I heard COTG recently when they performed at the opening of the Rosa Parks exhibit at the Library of Congress a few months ago. It was an amazing moment. It was just stellar. That's what this organization is all about. Shared experiences in the arts for people of all ages and all backgrounds. Okay, so tonight's all about giving and in support of the arts, in support of arts education, something we all love, we all can appreciate. Let's get started off on the right foot. Right now, I want you to take out your phones at home. You should have received a text message that tells you more about Washington Performing Arts education and community programs, including Children of the Gospel. Go ahead and click the link. It's just that easy to make a gift in support of these fantastic programs. Now, if you did not receive a text, don't worry. Right below the live stream on the Washington Performing Arts website is a link to view our auction and giving opportunities for arts education. If you click that link, don't worry, it will be open, a new webpage tab, and they can keep listening to the live stream. You can set up an account, bid on our amazing auction items, and help us with this amazing cause. Registering now is the easiest way to participate all evening long. Finally, if you want to make a gift to the Washington Performing Arts at any point during our live stream, but don't want to go give online or through your cell phone, you can call a number. Yeah, you remember that, the phone. It's on screen now, and one of our amazing staff will answer, and they'll help you out the old-fashioned way. Okay, now that you know about all of that, how it's working, we are off and running. Now, I love Washington. I have to just admit that first off. I am a graduate of Howard University, after all, and it's especially great to be here just a short distance away, surrounded by so much talent. The WPA has been bringing the best in performing arts, and especially music, to every part of the Capital Region for more than 50 years now. The theme of this gala, as you know, is a celebration of women. Fearless, creative, resilient. That's who we are. Those three adjectives could be applied to Washington Performing Arts itself, and it's no wonder. It's led by a fearless, creative, resilient woman. So please welcome the president and CEO of the WPA, Jenny Billfield.
Thank you, Michelle. And welcome to all of you at home. On behalf of Washington Performing Arts, our wonderful chair, Tom Gallagher, President Emeritus Doug Wheeler, our team, board, women's committee, and junior board, I just need to say we are so grateful that you've tuned in. It has been a turbulent few weeks and indeed few days in the world and in Washington leading up to tonight. I hope that everyone in your life is healthy and remains well. At our recent performances and also in casual conversations and in fact every day, as this unpredictable week has unfolded, many of you and others in our community have shared that you look forward to and in fact that you need the sense of connection that the arts provide. This is frankly why we did a full organizational pivot in 4 days to make sure that you had the opportunity to share this evening with us, even from afar. We and our guests, our artists, are in the business of forging connections and fostering shared moments of inspiration and reflection. Imagine then, in this time of complexity and turbulence, how much our young people especially need this very sense of creativity, connection, and sharing themselves. Your generosity helps make that happen and will make that happen once our lives return to normal. Thank you. I feel such gratitude tonight, and as we're celebrating women, I'd like to take pause and recognize and thank the women who made up the Washington Performing Arts Honorary Gala Committee. Check them out on our Gala website. And leading us with their support are three of the most remarkable, generous people on our board and honorary board who stepped forward to co-chair this gala: Gary Mather, Tina Comather, and Reginald Van Lee. Their vision, energy, and love for Washington Performing Arts has helped propel our entire organization and this event forward. Their wonderful partners included our junior board gala co-chairs, Tiffany Lancaster, Benjamin Martin, Tom Rubenstein, and Mansi Tivrokar, and the Junior Board Philanthropy Committee. Also, our Women's Committee Gala Chair, Ruth Reed Hodges, our Women's Committee Auction Chair, Diane McCrae, and our Women's Committee and Gala Committee at large. The staff and I thank you for your fantastic work and partnership. Reggie.
Jenny, thank you, and thanks to all of you for joining us this evening. It's our pleasure, me, Tina, and Gary, to honor our good friend, the phenomenal Sheila Johnson, and to be here for a fabulous cause.
Throughout our history, Washington Performing Arts has been proud to honor and present and often nurture the careers of exceptional artists, including Midori, Denise Graves, Hilary Hahn, Anushka Shankar, Cecile McLaurin-Salvant, Yuja Wang, and many, many more. First among them is our beloved friend, Jessie Norman, whom we lost not 6 months ago. Ms. Norman was deeply connected to Washington Performing Arts for more than 5 decades, headlining our 2014 tribute to her mentor, Marian Anderson, at DAR Constitution Hall. We honored her with our first ever Ambassador of the Arts Award in 2013, and we remember her tonight.
There were a number of very specific relationships in terms of young artists who were embraced and then nudged along and helped very much in their careers. Jessie Norman studied at Howard University. The first chairman of the Board of Trustees of Washington Performing Arts, then Society, was Todd Dunkett, the first Porgy of Porgy and Bess. And Jessie was studying with Todd Dunkett. So at one point, Todd said to my father, I have a young student whom I think is remarkable. What can you do, or can we do something to help her? And they were close forever.
He's got the whole world in his hand. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hand. He's got the rain and the wind in his hands. He's got the wind and the rain in his hands. He's got the wind and the rain in his hand. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got you and me right in his hands. He's got
Wow, what a memory and what a legacy. Central alongside our artists like Ms. Norman for over 50 years has been our Women's Committee, founded by Barbara Gordon and now chaired by Arlene Kessler, who's here with us tonight. These fierce, creative, and resilient women first conceived of our gala in its usual format, and they've been our strong champions for multiple generations. I'm personally inspired by each and every one of them, and I'd like to give special thanks to them and also to Roger White and the incredible RJ White event production team, who are extraordinary partners always in bringing our gala to life, and especially in reimagining tonight, together with two women who partnered on every detail of this evening from the beginning. Elizabeth Racheva, my friend and partner in art, our Chief Philanthropy Officer, and Jardy Ritz, one of the driving forces behind Salamander Hotels and Resorts. Thank you all. Countless women and people who identify as women have indelibly made their marks upon Washington performing arts over the decades. Artists, civic leaders, philanthropists, arts advocates, staff members, educators, volunteers, and more. And that's why we're celebrating them tonight, fierce, creative, and resilient. We're lucky to have so many fabulous women here in the Washington area and here in this lovely space tonight. And one of the most luminous stars in this constellation of talent, intellect, and moxie is our Gala Honoree, the inimitable Sheila Johnson. Sheila embodies fearlessness, creativity, and resilience. It's kind of a thread in Sheila's own life and leadership across the arts, sports, business, education, and as a mentor. Many of you know Sheila as the founder and CEO of Salamander Hotels and Resorts, a partner and vice chairman of Monumental Sports and Entertainment, whose teams include the WNBA world champion Washington Mystics and the NHL Stanley Cup champion Washington Capitals. Also, as co-founder of Black Entertainment Television and founder and chair of the Middleburg Film Festival. I confess, before coming to Washington, Sheila's name was, for me, synonymous with music, and specifically as a respected violinist, string teacher, and pedagogue, whose teaching method for string instruments has long been a gold standard of instrumental arts education today. Her early work as a leading arts educator has combined with her philanthropy and business acumen to forge opportunities for students worldwide. This has been a theme throughout her life: mastery, transformation, and impact. Sheila, a friend of yours, wanted to be here tonight, but sadly couldn't be with us in person. You know him through the Middleburg Film Festival. We know him best as the composer of the score for the movie Green Book, which won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 2019, as the winner of the Thelonious Monk International Jazz Piano Competition, as an Emmy Award winner for his score to the animated version of Ezra Jack Keats' The Snowy Day, as a virtuoso musician, and as a virtuoso human being. Please welcome live, all the way from Los Angeles, Sheila's good friend, Chris Bowers.
Hey, Sheila. Hey, how's it going? I wish I could be there with you. I hope all is well. Congratulations. This is so deserving. For those of you that don't know, my name is Chris Bowers, and I first met Sheila at the Middleburg Film Festival, like Jenny said. And the thing that kind of struck me the most was, as soon as I got there, how familial the environment is. You know, I immediately felt like I was a part of this family, and it just was so incredibly special with the people that work at the Salamander Resort and everybody for the festival. And once I met Sheila, I realized how much that comes from her, how much, you know, she made me feel not only incredibly warm and excited and supported and all of that and loved, but she does that for everybody around her. And I feel so honored to, you know her and to have this relationship, Sheila. So thank you so much and congratulations. I'm gonna play a little piece for you. This is one of my favorite pieces. This is called En la orilla del mundo, and that means at the edge of the world. And I felt like it was pretty timely for right now. And you know, the other reason why I love this piece so much is because it has such a dark title, but the piece itself still feels somewhat hopeful and romantic. And so, yeah, this is En la orilla del mundo. Hope you enjoy. Congratulations, Sheila. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.
Thank you, Chris. That was wonderful. I'm glad you could join us. Sheila, you believe in the arts. You believe in helping young people achieve their fullest potential. You believe in reaching for what can't even be imagined. And that's why you inspire us and why we salute you tonight. And now, please welcome our 2020 Washington Performing Arts Gala Honoree, Sheila Johnson.
Boy, what a special evening. I want to thank all of you at the Washington Performing Arts for this award, but I'd especially like to thank Reggie and Tina for the incredible work in putting on this evening's event, and of course, Jenny for her remarkable leadership over these past few years, and Michele Miller. Boy, I watch you every week. I even watched you this morning. You are my shero. Now, I'm sure at least a few of you have seen the 2019 Oscar-nominated documentary, The Cave. We actually had it here at the Middleburg Film Festival. Now, The Cave is a film about a team of doctors in Syria who were forced to care for their patients, many of them children, in a small makeshift hospital that's been dug beneath the surface of the ground so as not to draw attention to itself. In it, at one point, one doctor asks another as he looks up, "Are those bombers?" At which point another says something like, "Yes, but don't worry, everything's going to be all right." Meanwhile, a third doctor, a jovial, older surgeon with an indomitable spirit, explains, "We have no anesthesia here, but we have music." In times like these, the arts are no longer just a diversion. They're no longer just one more reason to dress up and be seen on a Saturday night. They are fundamental to who we are as a country and to who our parents and their parents taught us to be young men and women. That's why after all these years, I went back home to Chicago during the NBA All-Star game to take my violin in to Binen Fushi to be rejuvenated. And while I was there, I decided I'm going to buy myself a cello, and I'm going to learn to play it. So not only am I playing the violin, but I'm also playing the cello. And a 66-year-old friend of mine who never played an instrument in his life decided to pick up a ukulele because the arts, and in our particular case, music, is both a shield and a weapon against the growing level of hatred and ignorance we're now seeing all across the globe, corrupting our collective sense of decency, compromising our standards for human behavior, and eating away at the very heart of who we are as children of God. But more than that, this is a message that I've been delivering to anyone who asks me in front of a crowd these days. If we're ever going to come back together as a country, two things are going to make that possible, and guess what they are? Education and the arts. A renewed commitment to public education and a healthy and ongoing mix of public and private funding of arts programs everywhere. Please, on behalf of all our children and theirs, never lose sight of that. And I thank all of you for your continued support of the arts. And I leave you with one of my favorite quotes from the writings of Henry David Thoreau. "When I hear music, I feel no danger. I am invulnerable." Thank you so much.
Sheila, what don't you do? Violinist, cellist, entrepreneur, sports, phenom, hotel empire builder. She's phenomenal. Unbelievable. Sheila, and we want to thank Chris Bowers, too. He was exceptional. Jenny, what more could you possibly ask for to bring all of this brilliant staff and all of these amazing artists together from the Washington Performing Arts Center? You've made such a special evening already beyond the circumstances we're here for, but the challenges, I think we've overcome them. So big hand to Jenny and her staff as well. So I think it's true that Washington Performing Arts really does know how to make it happen. Now, I'd like to introduce to you Steve Little. I just met him a minute ago. And if you've been to a Washington Performing Arts gala in the past, you know that he is the amazing auctioneer, the guy that makes it fun, that gets you to spend your money. He's going to do two things for us tonight, beginning with the silent auction. Come on up here, Steve.
Hello, Michelle. Thank you.
What's going on? You take it from here?
Yes, I'm going to bring up our Chief Philanthropy Officer for Washington Performing Arts.
And I'm going to sit down?
Yes.
All righty.
Thank you.
You take it away.
Elizabeth Racheva.
Hi,
Hello.
Steve.
You know, I love a good silent auction. This
Yes.
one's intriguing to me.
Yes, well, it is intriguing because usually, if we were at the National Building Museum, where we typically hold our annual gala, we would have a huge area to start off the night with 100 packages to view. Tonight,
Right.
you get to view them online instead. So if you haven't yet pulled out your phone or checked out our gala website online, I encourage you to do that right now and make sure you're registered to bid because there are many amazing experiences.
It's very easy to
Just like
navigate,
this.
folks. All you have to do is click on the link, find the item, and it will tell you all about it, and then place your bid.
Exactly. 7 different categories of fantastic experiences, beginning with the 100s, unforgettable experiences. These are things you just can't experience with any other organization. So one of the signature programs at Washington Performing Arts is our Embassy Adoption Program, a partnership with DCPS and over 80 embassies in the district. We have 4 different experiences with ambassadors, dinners, lunches, all kinds of Finnish sauna, all kinds of things to enjoy. We also have an array of concerts, chef's dinners with incredible women like Renee Fleming, Chef Christiane Ricci in Washington. Over here on the table, you also see some baskets. So baskets are a hallmark of the Washington Performing Arts Gala and Auction because of our incredible Women's Committee, who first conceived of this event many decades ago. Knock on wood, good luck from around the world. We could all use a little bit of that right now. Viva Italia, wines, oils. We have many incredible food experiences all over the city to enjoy with friends, to enjoy alone. You might be wondering about this guy.
What's with Ludwig van Beethoven's new hat?
Yeah, so if you follow Washington Performing Arts on Instagram, you'll see Beethoven everywhere all over the world and what he's doing in our offices and around our performances. Here he's wearing a Georgian Pakapi hat. This is from the restaurant Supra, one of the hottest restaurants in DC right now. You can get 2 tickets for a Georgian feast, as well as some Georgian wine made by women winemakers and Georgian tea in a cookbook.
That's great. That's beautiful.
We have actually all kinds of wine by women
What about
tonight.
these other ones here?
Yeah, we have some wines down here from women vintners, from Wardman Wines, and also from women-owned wineries out in Sonoma. The theme of the night is women, after all, fearless, creative, resilient.
This is nice. Look at the crispness of the detail on this.
Yes, this is a gorgeous photograph, framed photograph by Janet Hall called Communication, secured by one of our wonderful gala co-chairs, Reggie Van Lee.
Thank you, Reggie.
Thank you. As we move down the table and through the many auction categories, you also have a number of getaways. So we're
Getaways
here.
and wine. What could be better?
Exactly.
Yeah,
We're here tonight at the incredible Salamander Resort and Spa. And as a wonderful sponsor of tonight's event, in fact, Salamander was so gracious to secure for us experiences at several of their other properties, including their newest, Half Moon in Jamaica.
Thank you, Salamander.
Yes, thank you, Salamander. Thank you, Ms. Johnson. We have a 3-night stay at Half Moon and encourage you to check out that item online, package 501. You also have experiences at Innisbrook, the Golf Resort, Hotel Bennett, and the Henderson in Destin. So please check them all out. We also have stays in New York City, around DC, as well as Miami Beach. Here, back to our unforgettable experiences.
Another basket.
Yes, Extraordinary Africa, a continental exploration of arts, crafts, and food. In
I
this
love African
package,
food.
yes.
I do.
A highlight of this package is actually a performance by Koyaba African Dance Theater. Not only do we love this company as artists on stage, but they also participate in our Concerts in Schools program, one of our signature arts education programs.
You know, Elizabeth, I would say these silent auction items would be in a lot of big auctions live items.
They might.
I mean, they're
They might.
fantastic.
Thank
yeah.
you. They might.
More wine.
More wine.
A nice,
More wine.
Nice painting.
Yes, this is a gorgeous painting. Actually, so we talked about our women's committee and our wonderful board members, including our Gala co-chairs. We also have our fantastic junior board, many of whom are here tonight with us, or some of whom, a few of whom, are here with us tonight. This is a wonderful painting by an Ethiopian artist, secured by Tiffany Lancaster from our junior board, and it's called Under Ethiopian Sky. Really beautiful, oil on canvas and framed.
Okay, sports. I see Ovi's signed jersey here.
Yes, so always a popular item, and when last I checked as our auction was kicking off, somewhere bidding around 800. Lots of bids on this item. We couldn't, of course, not include items from the Caps as well as the Mystics in our auction tonight with our honoree. So encourage you to check out the jerseys, some memorabilia from Elena Delle Donne, our MVP of the WNBA, as well as an executive suite VIP experience at the Mystics.
Wow.
A Peter Bondra autographed hockey
okay,
stick for longtime Caps fans.
Any golf packages?
Yes, yes. Winged Foot for all those fans
That's
of
legendary.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, legendary course in Mamaroneck, New York. So on a weekend in June, that Friday, I think it's June 9th, you'll have 2 VIP passes, and this is courtesy of our wonderful exclusive caterers for the gala, Ridgewell's caterers, who helped us with this experience. You'll have VIP hospitality and enjoy the tournament all day.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a great one. But if you're not a sports person, of course we have lots of shopping and also experiences to take care of you. I think, you know, as we move through all of this, we're all going to need some self-care. So we have, in a few months' time, if you're ready to go out shopping, a few weeks hopefully, Alice and Olivia, a shopping party for you and your friends. They'll bring the party to you in the store. So you'll go home with a wonderful outfit and a lovely experience to be with friends. We also have some sustainable style from Larkin Lane and Zuri Dresses.
That looks like ICAP.
It's ICAP from artists from Uzbekistan.
Yeah.
And then, of course, it wouldn't be a Washington Performing Arts auction if we didn't have lots of great arts and cultural experiences. We're really fortunate to have so many wonderful partner organizations throughout the city, including the National Museum of Women in the Arts.
Fantastic.
This experience is a tour for 12 with the Alice West director of the museum, Susan Fisher-Sterling.
So really something for everyone.
Yep.
And just the silent auction.
Yep, just the silent auction. One item I don't want to forget about, with my wonderful colleague Nathan Alston.
Hi, Nathan.
Some stunning blue topaz and diamond earrings from Boone & Sons, secured by our Gala co-chair Tina Coe-Mather. And we just encourage you to check all of these out online all night long. They're available to you. It's very easy to get in on the action if you're registered.
And the bids are not that expensive for something so nice
Right,
and such an
Nathan?
important cause.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Thank you.
very true.
Well, and that's just it. All of the support for all of these packages, which were so generously donated and secured, make those arts education programs happen.
And there you have it. Thank you to the donors. Thank you.
Thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, you have till 8:15 to bid on the silent auction. It's very easy, as we spoke before. You just get on your phone, click on the link, make sure you're registered, and you will see each item listed for you in the different categories. You just have to click a bid, and remember, even if you're not the successful bidder, every bid counts. So this is important to us tonight, and it's important to the whole city. So please find a nice item you like and bid accordingly. Thank you.
Steve, I'm a little bit jealous because, you know, Elizabeth really knew her stuff. She was superb on the descriptions, and I want to start bidding, but I'm not even signed up yet. I've been too busy with all of you folks here, so I'm going to have someone help me out with that because I want to be in on it. All of that happening, and on another note, I know that some of you at home may have some questions about all the wonderful things that we already have in motion for the in-person gala, and I wanted to address that. Now, the Washington Performing Arts has always been about community. Fortunately, through partnership with RJ White Event Production and our amazing gala vendors, Washington Performing Arts was able to make sure that nothing from tonight would go to waste. I was asking about this because from soup to nuts, I mean, the food, the flowers, All of it. It is going to a good cause. Food that had been planned for the evening was donated to Miriam's Kitchen in partnership with our caterers, Ridgewell's. From meals to housing, Miriam's Kitchen guides people home. Flowers were delivered to Bright Beginnings in partnership with the Decor Designs, Syzygy, who repurposed some of the beautiful sets behind me, and sustainably resourced others. Bright Beginnings has helped thousands of children experiencing homelessness by providing them and their families with quality care and support during times of hardship and transition. And we also want to acknowledge our live stream and tech partners, Event EQ and Show Call, as well as C2 Auctions, who helped reconceive the concept of our event in just 4 days. All of that, it ain't easy, folks, and they're doing an excellent job. So sometimes life requires us to think out of the box, to think a bit differently. They've done it. Sometimes great art is just what we need to center and unite us when things are most uncertain. Because you know what? The arts matter. The arts matter, and the arts save lives. You better believe that. Now let me tell you a little bit about our next guest artist, Janae Bridges. Here's what Opera News has to say. Her voice is a rich blanket of plush sound, capacious and flexible, with a someone help me with this, a panoply of colors. Never heard that word before. And weights, panoply. Panoply. Thank you very much. I presume you're a board member. He's so fabulous. And she's received raves this month for her debut at Washington National Opera in Samson and Delilah at the Kennedy Center. Just like the reviews she got in the LA Times and the New York Times, among other places. In fact, she made a stunning debut at the Metropolitan Opera this past December, and she will return there to sing Carmen this fall. We are so blessed to have her with us this evening, along with a splendid pianist, Kevin Miller. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Janae Bridges and Mr. Kevin Miller.
Heaven
I'm so happy to be here today. And I wanted to just say that you might actually see that I will be singing the Habanera from Carmen, but actually you're going to have to wait until the fall at the Met because I've decided to sing Mon cœur s'ouvre ta voix from Samson and Delilah.
grido asustado, el mandinga blanco que puede comer y hoy serás esclavo. Y si duermes mucho, el señor de casa promete comprar traje con motores para hacer un rum. Duérmete, negrito. Cabeza de coco, grano de café.
Amazing. Amazing. A panoply. I did it again. A panoply. A splendid display. What a treasure you are. You have one more song? She is giving us one more song, folks. Take it away, Janae. He's King of kings, he is Lord of lords. Jesus Christ, first and last, no man works like him. King Jesus rides a milk-white horse, no man works like him. The river of Jordan he did cross, no man works like him. Ride on, King Jesus, no man can hinder me. Ride on, King Jesus, ride on, no man can hinder me. Ride on, King Jesus, no man can hinder me. Extraordinary! Woo! What a set of pipes. Unbelievable. She is extraordinary. Janae Bridges, everyone. Kevin Miller, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm still tingling. She's incredible. It's no surprise that Janae Bridges is one of the most in-demand singers of our time. And Sheila, you know Janae gave up a career in basketball to do this, so I think she made the right choice. What do you say? She did. I would now like to take the chance to bring Steve back up to tell us about some of our amazing live auction items. I just have to say that I've already started the process. I'm registered, folks, so if you aren't, then what do we have to say about that? Because I'm pulling double duty here. Steve?
Thank you, Michelle. We're going to start the live auction in a few seconds, folks, but right now I'd like to highlight some of these great silent auction items. Elizabeth Racheva is back with us here, and tell us what are some of the items that might be really on fire and maybe some of the items that have yet to be discovered.
Well, there are a few. Actually, the bidding is really hot across all of the categories.
We're doing great, folks. We need your help. Thank you.
Yes. One package that I want to highlight is 107, Political Pundits. This is lunch at an undisclosed location with Justy Frank and George Conway. You might know those names. Justy Frank is the author of Obama on the Couch and Trump on the Couch. George Conway, the conservative commentator, and also husband to a well-known spouse. What's going to happen? It's an election year. This could be a really exciting lunch to have. It's item 107.
That's a
Check
DC package, Elizabeth.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
right.
Earlier we talked about golf at Winged Foot, that VIP experience. We have some other golfing experiences as well. Not on the table because they're in-person experiences. So we have fabulous gala co-chairs tonight, as we've talked about, from our junior board, our women's committee, and our board of directors.
Right.
Reggie Van Lee, Tina Comather, and Gary Mather. Well, Gary and Tina are also big golfers. We have two packages in the sports, leisure, and memorabilia section that are brunch and golf with Gary and Tina. And I understand that they're pretty great. I am an opera singer. I'm not a golfer, so I think we talk about handicaps in this situation. See if you can beat them at their handicap. Am I saying that?
Yes,
properly?
beat them at golf.
Something like that. Beat them.
Yes.
See if you can beat them at golf at either Congressional or at Riverbend Golf and Country Club.
Oh, well, my goodness.
Yeah. They also secured another wonderful set of packages for us, which are Innova memberships. So if you're wanting a great healthcare package with a wonderful hospital that does great work, not only taking care of people, but also taking care of our community, we encourage you to look at those Innova packages in our silent auction.
How long does it run till?
It runs until 8:15.
8:15. Doesn't it? Just go ahead and bid, folks.
Yep.
Even if you're not the successful bidder, every bid counts. These arts helps these arts programs.
Absolutely.
Let's
Thank
go to
you,
the
Steve.
live. All right, thank you.
Great.
This is one of the most exciting parts for me is the live auction. And I'm telling you, we have 6 extraordinary packages. Washington Performing Arts has created 6 packages that will blow your mind. So let's get started. Here is how this is going to work. All right, you call the number on the screen. You see it right there. Okay, if you want to jump into the action, call that number. Here's the thing. You must be participating at the start of each item before bidding begins. And you need to pre-register with a bidder number in order to take part. So, register online if you haven't already done so, or you can call in and we will help you do it. But it's very easy to do online. Now, call in with your credit card. We won't charge your credit card tonight, folks. Don't worry about that. And our staff is standing by prepared to help you as you get going. So you'll see we have telephone bidders here. They'll be taking bids from all around the world, really. And we also have a studio audience that's with us, and we'll have some bidding from them as well. So thank you for your participation. Thank you for supporting Washington Performing Arts. Right now, I'd like to call your attention to the first item, please.
Experience the fabulous artistry of star mezzo-soprano Janae Bridges, currently singing Delilah at Washington National Opera, featured in the New York Times last fall on the eve of her Metropolitan Opera debut, and dubbed by BET as the Beyoncé of opera. Ms. Bridges is rapidly taking the arts world by storm. Your package includes 3 experiences: 2 tickets to the Met for her role debut as Carmen this October, along with a 2-night stay at the luxurious Knickerbocker Hotel in Midtown. 4 tickets for her November main stage debut with Washington Performing Arts at 6th and I. And the Pièce de Résistance, a private concert by Ms. Bridges in your home during the 2021 season.
Well, you heard her here live, folks. And now is your chance. You heard her. I'm going to describe the item. You have about a minute to call and register for this item if you want to. You heard about it. Experience the fabulous artistry of star mezzo-soprano Janae Bridges. Now, she's currently singing Delilah at Washington National Opera. She was featured in the New York Times last fall on the eve of her Metropolitan Opera debut and dubbed by BET as the Beyonce of opera. She is rapidly taking the arts world by storm, and you can certainly see why. She was first heard by Washington Performing Arts audiences at Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg's 85th birthday celebration a few years ago. Now, your package includes 3 incredible experiences. First one, 2 tickets to the Met for her role debut as Carmen this October, along with a 2-night stay at one of the great hotels of the world, the luxurious Knickerbocker Hotel in Midtown. And that will take place on October 9th, 2020. It includes backstage meet and greet and champagne during intermission. Okay, also includes 4 tickets for her November main stage debut with Washington Performing Arts at 6th and I. Can you imagine her blowing the roof off of 6th and I? That's going to be fantastic. On November 22nd, and here, the pièce de résistance, a private concert by Ms. Bridges in your home during the 2021 season. So it must be in your home or a mutually agreed upon other venue, but now is the time to put our first item up for auction. Are you ready, phone bidders? All right, start the bidding at $10,000. Looking for 10, bid 10, but you give 10,000, make it 10 to start. Looking for 10,000 for this. All these different items that are included in this, including the private concert in your home, is certainly worth just that. Looking for 10,000. You heard her, you had a chance to see how it goes. 10,000 on the phone. 10,000. All right, Elizabeth has 10,000 over here. Thank you. Now looking for 11,000. 10, make it 11, looking for 11,000, make it 11,000. 11,000 on the phone. Hannah has 11, yes? Now 12,000. Elizabeth, your bidder there. 12,000. And now 13,000. 13. 13, yes, 13. 14,000. And, yes, thank you, 14. Now 15,000. Looking for 15, we get 15,000. Hannah, it's their turn. Only 15,000. The Knickerbocker Champagne Meet and Greet, 15. It's 14,000 with your bidder, and I have your 14, and I'm looking for 15. Would you give 15? Make it 15. Would you give 15,000? Any further advances? 14's bid, looking for 15. Would you give 15? Hannah, you want to ask them again? Please thank them for the competition. Thank you. Looking for 15,000. This will be, we only have 6 items, so I'm not inclined to rush. Especially since we don't have to make drives home from the auction tonight. You're as cozy in your home or your friend's home. So looking for 15,000. Any other phone bids at 15? Going once. 14,000 bid. Looking for 15 twice. And, oh, you, maybe? Main stage debut, Washington Performing Arts, 6th and I. 2 tickets to the Met, 2-night stay at the Knickerbocker Hotel in Midtown. Backstage meet and greet with champagne, and a private concert in your home. Thank you. Thanks for considering it. And it is sold, 14,000. Thank you very much. We so appreciate your support. Call that number, folks, and register to get in on the action. And now, our next item, number 2.
Get ready for a dinner you'll never forget. Recognized as one of the leading hotels in the world, the award-winning Hay Adams Hotel invites up to 12 guests for a tantalizing 6-course gourmet dinner with wine pairings, prepared by Hay Adams executive chef, Nicolas Legray. Throughout the evening, you and your guests will bask in the district's most breathtaking panoramic view, where nothing is overlooked but the White House.
All right, here's our next item, the top of the hay. Please remember to register and be ready to bid when your item comes up. Also, we'll be having a very important part of the program coming up a little bit later. We need you to register for that. Okay, top of the hay. Get ready for a dinner you will never forget. Recognized as one of the leading hotels in the world, The award-winning Hay Adams Hotel invites up to 12 guests for a tantalizing 6-course gourmet dinner with wine pairings prepared by Hay Adams executive chef, Nicola Legray. Throughout the evening, you and your guests will bask in the district's most breathtaking panoramic view where nothing is overlooked but the White House. All right, we'll start this one low so everybody can get in. 6,000. Looking for 6,000 right away, now 7. And looking for 7, bid 7, to give 7,000, looking for 7,000. 7,000, now 8,000, sir, would you give 8? Yes, 8, now 9. Looking for 9, bid 9, would you give 9,000, make it 9? 9,000 here, thank you. Now looking for 10,000, yes, he said yes. And now 11,000. Looking for 11, bid 11,000, would you give 11,000? 11. 11,000, your turn at 11, looking for 11,000. I have the 10,000 bid, and I'm looking for 11. Yes, they have a chance, 11. Looking for, remember, they get to bring 12 friends. Looking for 11,000. You're saying 12? 12,000 of Washington Performing Arts Power Play. Now 13,000. Thank you for the bids. I have 12,000 bid with Matt. I'm looking for 13,000. And 12,000 bid looking for 13, but he bid 13,000 going once. It's 12,000 looking for 13, but he bid 13,000 going twice. And thank you for the bid, sir. And it is sold, 12,000 to match phone bidder. Congratulations. We've only got 4 items left, ladies and gentlemen. Call the number on the screen if you want to jump in. You have to be registered in order to participate. All right, number 3 is pretty good.
Middleburg, Virginia has become a destination for more than its horses for 2 reasons: Salamander Resort and Spa and the Middleburg Film Festival. Discover these gems for yourself through this exclusive package. Your package includes 2 VIP all-access passes to the Middleburg Film Festival this fall. Now a fixture on the road to the Oscars, the Middleburg Film Festival features screenings of dozens of films and interviews and special events over 4 jam-packed days in October.
Because I'm a person who, from the time I was a little girl, would dress up in a gown to watch the Oscars.
The best film festival in the world.
Come back to Middleburg at a mutually agreeable time of your choosing for a luxurious dinner for 8. Enjoy an exclusive evening at Salamander Resort and Spa, the D.C. area's only Forbes 5-star destination resort, located in the heart of Virginia's wine country. You and your guests will experience a private evening in the owner's suite over an 8-course dinner prepared by executive chef Ryan Arensdorf and celebrity pastry chef and Food Network winner Jason Reeves. Pairings of Virginia's finest wines accompany your meal.
All right, right here at the Salamander in beautiful Middleburg. I would like to remind you again, you see the phone number, now's the time to register. Middleburg has become a destination for more than its horses. 2 primary reasons: Salamander Resort and Spa and Middleburg Film Festival. It's a great film festival. These gems you get to experience with this package: 2 VIP all-access passes to the Middleburg Film Festival this fall. Now it's a fixture on the road to the Oscars. The Middleburg Film Festival features screenings of dozens of films and interviews and special events over 4 jam-packed days in October. It's October 15th through the 18th. And then come back to Middleburg at a mutually agreeable time of your choosing for a luxurious dinner for 8 right here. And folks, if you haven't been here, it's breathtaking. Enjoy an exclusive evening at Salamander Resort and Spa, the D.C. area's only Forbes 5-star destination resort located in the heart of Virginia's wine country. And Ms. Johnson, congratulations on the Forbes 5-star rating. That's a very big deal. You and your guests will experience a private evening at the owner's suite, as they said, over an 8-course dinner prepared by executive chef Ryan Arensdorf and celebrity pastry chef and Food Network winner Jason Reeves. Pairings of Virginia's finest wines accompany your meal. By the way, passes for the festival are $3,500 each. This is a great opportunity. Phones, are you ready? Thank you. 6,000 to start. Everybody should be able to bid there. 6,000. Looking for 6, bid 6. Would you bid 6,000? I have you at 6. Tricia, now 7,000. It's 6,000. Now make it 7. Looking for 7. Now 8,000. I'm looking for 8, bid 8. Would you give 8? Looking for 8,000. Now's the time. I have 7 bid, and I'm looking for 8 and 8,000. Thank you. Thanks to now 9,000 or 9,000. I have 8 bids standing in the corner looking for 9, bid 9. Would you give 9? Looking for 9,000. As I said, the passes are 35 each, so that's 7 right there. Looking for 9. Tricia, one more time. All right. There's my 8. I'm looking for 9. 9,000. Looking for 9. Maybe if I ask for 8,500. Okay. So it's 8,000 bid. I'm looking for 8,500. You get the film festival and coming back for a beautiful dinner, 85. Looking for 8,500, bid 85. Sir, realizing, of course, the more you pay for it, the more you enjoy it. Yes, 8,500, thank you. Now 9,000. Back to 9. And looking for a 9, bid 9. Would you bid 9, make it 9,000? I have 85 here now. 9, bid 9. Would you give 9, make it 9? Would you give 9,000? Yes, that's a yes, Elizabeth? It's 85. Okay, looking for 9,000. 85, make it 9. Would you bid 9,000? Going once. 85, looking for 9,000. Last call at 9,000. And here we go. And sold 8,500. Thank you very much. Enjoy. All right, we're at the midway point. We've got 3 great items left. Go see the next one right here.
Tina Ting Helseth, one of the world's foremost trumpet soloists, will grace the main stage of Washington Performing Arts during our 2021 season. The night before her debut at the Kennedy Center Terrace Theater, experience a private concert with Ms. Helseth at the beautiful residence of the Norwegian ambassador on Embassy Row. This package, for you and 40 of your guests, includes a cocktail reception with the ambassador and our good friends from the Norwegian Embassy, longtime Embassy Adoption Program partners, and hosts of the annual Union Station Christmas tree lighting. You and your guests will enjoy plenty of hygge and wonderful music, as well as premier wine and Norwegian food.
I had to learn about this package to learn about hygge. Hygge, the Norwegian word for comfort. And right now, I would like to talk to you about this Tina Ting Helseth. You got a chance to hear her. I've looked her up. She's absolutely fantastic. She's one of the world's foremost trumpet soloists. She's going to grace the main stage of Washington Performing Arts during our 2021 season. The night before her debut at the Kennedy Center Terrace Theater, experience a private concert with Ms. Helseth at the beautiful residence of the Norwegian ambassador on Embassy Row. This package is for you and 40 of your guests. How about that? At the residence of the Norwegian ambassador. 40 people, including a cocktail reception with the ambassador and our good friends from the Norwegian Embassy, longtime Embassy Adoption Program partners and hosts of the annual Union Station Christmas tree lighting. You heard Elizabeth Ratchever talk earlier about our relationships with embassies all around, and this is a good one. So you and your guests will enjoy plenty of hygge, wonderful music, premier wine, Norwegian food, and her debut at the Kennedy Center is going to be on January 30th. So this event must occur on January 29th, 2021. 8,000 to start. Looking for 8, would you give 8,000? Make it 8. Looking for 8, would you give 8,000 to a phone? 8,000. Looking for 8, bid 8, would you give 8,000? Looking for 8, make it 8. Looking for 8,000. 8,000. 8, looking for 8, bid 8, would you give 8,000? Make it 8,000 to start. Looking for 8. 8,000. Now's the time. Looking for 8, looking for 8,000 to start. 8. 8,000. 8,000. 40 people at a party in an embassy, great food, and this magnificent trumpet player looking for just 8,000. 8,000. 8,000. Make it 8,000. Looking for 8. 8,000. Well, 8,000. I'm not inclined to rush. Do need a little help. 8,000. How about it? 8,000. How about 7,500? We can make a little leeway there. 7,500. Looking for 75. 7,500. Make it 75. If you give 7,500, make it 7,500. 7,500. 75. 7. I'll go down. 7,000. This is our big fundraiser, folks, so please bid accordingly. Looking for 7,000. 7,000 to start. 7,000. Tina Ting Helseth at the Norwegian Embassy. 7,000. Well, it's a little quiet, but I don't mind. Looking for 7,000. 7,000. By the way, we certainly do appreciate your being out there supporting us. All right. All right.
I have actually really exciting news that we'll come back to this package a little later in the live auction. We actually, Salamander and Middleburg Film Festival have generously agreed to double our last package. So we have 2 winners of our last
Did you hear that? That's
package.
fantastic.
So terrific. Thank you very much.
So the film
to our
festival and
wonderful
Salamanders
bidders.
doubled?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms.
so
Johnson.
much.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And we'll come back to Tina Ting Helseth see if you have a change of heart. In the meantime, please register and take a look at this beautiful Napa experience.
Napa Valley is one of the preeminent music festivals in the country. You and your guests will have VIP all-access passes to the opening weekend of the 2020 festival this July. First, settle in at Calistoga, California's 5-star oasis, Solage. Opening night includes Opera Under the Stars at Castello di Amorosa, featuring vocal superstars from the Metropolitan Opera, with alfresco reception and dinner. You will be VIPs at Saturday's Taste of Napa Valley, rubbing elbows with Napa's finest and iconic wine labels and winemakers. The weekend comes to a close at the annual Arts for All Gala, tucked into the vineyards of Hall Winery in St. Helena. Oscar-winning megastar Jennifer Hudson headlines the show, and 50,000 Delta miles will help get you there.
This is absolutely wonderful. Napa Valley. Festival Napa Valley is one of the preeminent music festivals in the country. You and your guests will have VIP all-access passes to the opening weekend of the 2020 festival this July. First, you settle in at Calistoga, California's 5-star oasis, Solage. So you get 2 nights at Solage. Opening night includes Opera Under the Stars at Castello di Amoroso, featuring vocal superstars from the Metropolitan Opera with alfresco reception and dinner in Napa Valley. Then your VIPs at Saturday's Taste of Napa Valley, rubbing elbows with and you'll get practice here this next week or 2, rubbing elbows with people. So we're already good at that. We have 2 VIPs rubbing elbows with Napa's finest and iconic wine labels and winemakers. They'll all be there. Wow. The weekend comes to a close at the annual Arts for All Gala, tucked into the vineyards of Hall Winery in St. Helena. Oscar-winning megastar Jennifer Hudson headlines the show. We're giving you 50,000 Delta miles to help you get there, and the festival takes place July 17th through the 19th. All right, start it off at only 7,000. Looking for 7, bid 7, would give 7,000, make it 7, looking for 7,000. You said 7? Looking for 7, bid 7, Matt's phone, looking for 7, bid 7, would give 7,000, make it 7. 7,000, looking for 7, bid 7, would give 7,000, make it 7. 7,000, looking for an opener, Matt. 7,000. It's a great opportunity when you think of everything that's included. 7? 7,000? Looking for 7,000? 7,000. It's Calistoga and Solage for 2 nights. The Castillo de Amoroso and VIPs at Saturday's Taste of Napa Valley Festival. Looking for 7,000. Looking for 7. All right, 7,000. 7,000. Looking for 7. 7,000. There's no more phone bidders now. We're looking for 7. 7,000. Make it 7. 7,000. Looking for 7. 7,000. 7,000. Make it 7. Looking for 7. 7,000. 7,000. And that is on to the next one. All right, and the next one, we're going to go back to Tina Ting Helseth because she wants to play trumpet for you. Here it is. World famous trumpet soloist Tina Ting Helseth, 40 of your friends and yourself, cocktail reception, the ambassador from the Norwegian embassy, and just great food and this trumpet. And we've decided to offer this at $4,500. $4,500. Make it $45,500 to give 45. Looking for 4,500 and 4,500. And thank you now 5,000. Did you say the 45 here? And I'm looking for 5. Bid 5 to give 5,000. Make it 5. Looking for 5. 5,000. Looking for 5. Bid 5 to give 5,000. Looking for 5. Who said 45 over here? Got it. So now looking for 5. 5,000, make it, yes, 5 here, and now 5,500. In 55, 5 to get 5,500, now's the time, sir. 55, yes, and now 6,000. And 6, bid 6, what do you bid 6, make it 6, looking for 6,000. 6,000, looking for 6. I have 55 here, and I'm looking for 6, bid 6, won't you help him pay a little more, 6,000. And 6,000. It's 5,500 standing over here in the studio audience. And there's 6,000. I'm glad you're here tonight, sir. And now 6,500. Only 65, as we like to say. 6,500 looking for 65. Yes, one more time. And now 6,500. And the crowd loves you. And now 7,000. It's 65 looking for 7 bids, 7,000 once. And thank you for the bids. Looking for 7,000 twice. Enjoy that Huga. Sold 6,500. Thank you. Thank you. Well, here is something you really can't get anywhere else, just like this whole evening. All right, let me call your attention to the next one.
Internationally recognized as one of this generation's most acclaimed and admired pianists, Yefim Bronfman, or Fima as he's called by fans worldwide, stands among a handful of artists regularly sought by festivals, orchestras, conductors, and recital series the world over, including Washington Performing Arts, where he was first presented in 1976 with the Israel Philharmonic. More than a dozen times since, Fima has graced our stages, and now he will play for you and your guests. Added bonuses, tickets to hear Fima in concert on WPA's main stage at Strathmore in October, and in concert with the Baltimore Symphony Orchestra next June.
You know, it's always the arts that's in the foremost of creativity in our culture. And would you look at this response, what Washington Performing Arts has done? They made the decision to put this remote auction together on Wednesday at 4 p.m. And here we are, and we are so glad you're here with us. Thank you very much for your support. Unparalleled artistry with Fima. This is our last live auction, ladies and last live auction items. Internationally recognized as one of this generation's most acclaimed and admired pianists. Yefim Bronfman, Fima, you know him as Fima. He stands among a handful of artists regularly sought by festivals, orchestras, conductors, recital series all over the world, including Washington Performing Arts, where he was first presented in 1976. How about that? 45 years ago with the Israel Philharmonic. More than a dozen times since then, Fima has graced our stages, and now he will play for your guests. Added bonuses. All right, it's a private concert next June. You also get tickets to hear. Here's some added bonuses to the concert in your home, okay? We have tickets to hear Fima in concert on Washington Performing Arts main stage at Strathmore in October, and in concert with Baltimore Symphony Orchestra next June. So here's your recap. Baltimore Symphony Orchestra, June 10th, 11th, or 12th. Tickets for 4 to hear Fima in concert on Washington Performing Arts main stage, October 18th. Or the private concert in your home or mutually agreed upon other venue on June 9th, 2021. If you don't have a grand piano in your home, we got it. We got it handled for you. So you can have this. Absolutely great. Start it at only $20,000. And 20 bid 20 would give 20,000, looking for 20. 20,000. Unless you have FEMA's cell phone number, I don't think you can reach him to do a concert. There it is, 20,000 here. And now I'm looking for 22,000. And 22, make it 22. 22, now 24. 24,000. Or 24,000. Looking for 24. 24 over here. 24 bid 4 bid 24,000. 24,000. And now 26,000. Looking for 26. Yes, 26, now 28. 28, looking for 28, would have been 28,000. It's 26,000, looking for 28, bid 8, 28,000. Now's the time, 28,000, looking for 28. There's the 26, but I'm looking for 28,000 over here, perhaps. 28,000, 26,000 bid on your phone. Looking for, I'm just trying to help them pay more, hang on. Looking for 28,000, 26,000. And there we have it, 28,000, thank you. $30,000? Yes, right away, forthwith. 32,000. We're on a roll. This is a great way to finish the live auction. 32, bid 2, bid 2, make it 32, bid give 32,000. It's 30,000 bid, looking for 32, bid 32, may you, 32, looking for 32,000. 32. It's 30,000 bid, looking for 32. Yes. 32,000 here. 34,000. Yes, right. Oh, that's nice. 35,000. Thank you. 37,000. 35 to 37,000. Looking for 37. Yes, 37,000. You know what that means? 40,000. 40,000, looking for 40. I have 37 here. 42. 44. 44,000, looking for 44. We have time, it's okay. 44,000. I have 42,000. I'm looking for 44. 44,000, looking for 44. This is a good auction to be at for them. Cozy at home, 44. 44, thank you. 46. Yes, wait. Yes, 46. 48. Yes, we are. That was well said. 48,000. Looking for 48. It's only 46 right over here, looking for 48,000. Make it 48. 48,000, looking for 48. She said yes. 48. And that takes us to 50. 50. Yes, ma'am. 50. And we could keep the nice, comfortable increment, 52. 52,000. Not much of an increase, really. 52,000. Looking for 52. I have 50,000 bid, all bravely done by these bidders, but looking for 52,000. A good time to remain undaunted. 52,000. Thank you very much. 52. 54. 55,000, as they did before. 55. 57,000. I really ought to ask for 59, but would maybe 60 feel better to them? Yeah. I have 57 against them, and they've been good about advancing, so 60? 62,000. It's 60,000 here, looking for 62, bid 2, bid 62,000, make it 62. I don't know if it's time. I've given them some time, and they deserve it, so I'm not interested in rushing. But, you know, I could say going once, 62,000. I have 60,000 bid, looking for 62. 62,000? Are you getting no's? 62,000. I hate to do it while they're thinking about it. So I have 62,000, or 60,000, looking for 62,000. 62,000, going once. 60,000, make it 62. And as long as you have that look, I'm thinking they're thinking about it. I'd feel better if they just said no, as opposed to like me selling it while they were just like, oh, I missed it. So this is, I would like them to consider that though. This is not like the 8:15 silent auction closing when it closes and that's it. I'm giving them a little leeway. 62,000. Sorry, it's my job. It's 64,000.
65.
They know what they like, 65,000. This time I'm going to ask for 68,000. 65 here, make it 68, bid 8, what do you make it looking for 68,000. It's 65,000 here, looking for 68,000. I'm glad you're enjoying it, looking for 68,000. You're 65. Just fill me in? No? Oh, good. 65. That usually has had a positive result here for a while, so 65 is the bid, looking for 68. Okay, thank them so much for helping out with the bids. I have your 65,000. Now, sometimes people will jump in at the end. It didn't sell yet. Going once, going twice, and that's outstanding. Sold 65,000 right there. Thank you.
Steve, I have a surprise for you. So, you know, we've all night we've been doing things that we've never done before. First of all, thanks to our amazing bidders who just were interested in that last package. Thank you so much.
Good job on the phones, you guys. Thank you.
And my wonderful colleagues who are trying new things tonight, too. Mayut Sung, our Director of Individual Giving on the lineup here, and Samantha Pollack, our Director of Programming,
They know how to do it, don't they?
Along with all of my wonderful colleagues. We had a kind of crazy thing happen. So, technology. I mean, this is the first time we're ever doing a call-in live auction.
Yes.
In fact, we've had an online bidder chime in with a win for the Napa Spectacular Package. So thank you to that online bidder. Thank you very much.
So we sold the Napa package?
We
That's
have.
fantastic.
We've sold the
that's
Napa
great.
package. And also, we have a bidder who was unable to get through on the phone for the Norwegian Nights package and would like to reopen the bidding with a bid of $8,000 for the Norwegian Nights.
Can you do that?
I have a question. I want to ask I wonder whether we can do that. This is unconventional, and we have a very...
What do you pay for it?
Our bidder, I think, won the package for $7,000. And I wonder if... I'm sorry? 65 for the package. 6,500.
Should ask him, you know.
Yeah, why don't you ask him and talk to him about it?
Right. Can you wait?
Yes,
All right.
yes. We have a really interested and enthusiastic bidder who would love to be supportive.
And this is what this organization is all about, isn't it, Elizabeth? He said, if they want it and they want to pay more, let's help out the cause. So thank you, sir. And thank you to the online bidder, too.
Thank you, Camden Miller.
Thank you.
Thank you so much to our online bidder. We're so grateful.
Okay, we'll be back in a couple minutes here. Here is Michele.
Oh my goodness. I don't think I've ever been in a room where that's happened before. Phenomenal, unbelievable, unprecedented as far as I'm concerned, but you know, where have I been? Really excited about that for the WPA. Now we're about to experience one last performance tonight. Someone who's also phenomenal and also a cherished member of the WPA arts family. 14-year-old José André is a Bolivian jazz pianist who taught himself how to play piano at a very young age. Now, despite his very young age, he has delighted audiences at prestigious festivals, concert halls around the world, including the John F. Kennedy Center right here in Washington, D.C., in Rome celebrating the 70th anniversary of UNICEF, and in Kuala Lumpur at the Global Transformation Forum. And how about this? In Finland at the Business Nordic Forum. Pretty amazing. Well, for the first time, WPA met Jose. They knew they needed to hear more from him, and they wanted others to as well. He has been a multi-year participant in the Washington Performing Arts Instrumental DCPS Honor Ensemble program, a partnership, of course, between DC Public Schools, and was a featured artist on WPA's Mars Arts DC initiative, showcasing Latinx artists who live in the Washington, D.C. area. He shared the stage with many renowned artists, including Marcus Miller, Jason Moran, and Renee Fleming. Ladies and gentlemen, José André.
Hey, good evening, everyone. I'm José André. It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks to Washington Performing Arts for the invitation. Hope you enjoy the music. Thank you so much.
Wow, what a panel. There I go again. Splendid indeed. A panoply of talent and sophistication. He can trip the light fantastic across that keyboard. Jose, bravo. Bravo, really.
Thank you so much.
He wants to play more. It's artists, it truly is artists like Jose that get their start with support from the Washington Performing Arts. I'm remembering words from Elizabeth Hayes about Jesse Norman at the top of the show. Giving that little nudge, it makes all the difference. Truly, for 50 years, artists like these, having experiences like this, have fueled the WPA and all that is done to sponsor young people, to create opportunities, to make sure that we seed that next generation. So bravo to you, to what you've been able to accomplish here tonight. There's so many gentlemen who've helped Washington Performing Arts thrive. There's Patrick Hayes, there's Todd Duncan, there's Doug Wheeler. Let's give them a round of applause. Neil Pearl. But tonight, we are going to remember the ladies. So let's learn a bit more about the womenfolk.
The staff is standing on the shoulders of some pretty remarkable women that contributed to Washington Performing Arts. It wouldn't be what it is today without them. John and I had gone to a pre-concert reception at an embassy, and we met Barbara Gordon. She grabbed me and told me I had to come be a part of the women's committee.
Patrick Hayes had this great idea. He was the founding father of the organization, and Barbara Gordon was the founding mother of the women's committee.
She was really special. She would tell you, the women's committee is a diverse group of women of all ethnicities, and we must keep it that way. Everybody in, nobody out means we're reaching for everybody.
Patrick Hayes and diversity, that's a large territory. I think the most important thing is that it was something that was lived every day and not just some wonderful words or a catchy phrase. I think he would be so pleased that a brilliant woman is President CEO of the organization.
I was very aware of Patrick Hayes' legacy and the fact that Todd Duncan had been the first chairman of the board. I felt with Washington Performing Arts that the commitment to equity and inclusion, diversity, was so baked in that it was an essential part of the DNA. And that was something that Patrick Hayes forged and has been a value of the organization ever since.
I think the WPA does an incredible job with genre diversity. I mean, I've attended concerts at the Kennedy Center, at Sixth and I, with world music. I've been at Strathmore with an incredible jazz performance.
What really attracted me to the organization was its broad and diverse program, and that's everything from a free performance up on the lawns of the Library of Congress, to gospel choirs at Duke Ellington, to Pink Martini at the Kennedy Center. My very first touch point was through the Embassy Adoption Program. When I joined the Embassy of Australia and found out that the Embassy had been a partner for over 30 years, I was firstly floored that an arts organisation had been in operation for an incredible period of time across the city and had this amazing partnership with the diplomatic community.
We have a component called the Mini United Nations, and this involves students representing their adopted country, and we always invite our diplomats to come and sit with the students. Well, I opened the morning and I said, "Thank you all for coming, and would all of our diplomats please stand?" And the students stood.
And what was so profound and moving for me at that moment was that the kids, many of whom had never traveled abroad or imagined themselves traveling abroad, many of whom had never left Washington, D.C., were dressed up and they were representing their countries and their classrooms, and they saw themselves as diplomatic representatives. I'm still getting chills as I think about that, because the ability for a program to empower a child to feel good about themselves so that they stand up and they look around and they see the affirmation of their peers and the adults around them is something that is very rare. At the end of it, if kids feel that they have agency and presence and confidence in themselves, that will
be to the benefit of our society long term.
What I value most about Washington Performing Arts, it's the relationships. It's the relationships with the students, to see children being children, liking what they do or exploring, trying to discover what it is they want to do.
It's provided me with some of the most profound experiences of my life, to have a child come up to you after a performance who's nonverbal and look at you in the eye, and they look at you and you think, I think magic happened there.
Many people don't realize that we are literally in 100 public schools throughout the Washington, D.C. area. This is a really unusual and wide footprint because many of those 100 schools have multiple education programs in them. And we're the only arts presenter of its kind in the country with 2 resident gospel choirs, an adult gospel choir and a children's gospel choir.
Gospel music is a conduit. I don't care what walk in life you've come from, you can relate. If it's to the sounds, if it's to the lyrics, it brings harmony and peace, solidarity, unity. What we give these students, they are not going to find it anywhere else.
How dull would life be if we didn't have color, if we didn't have sound, if we didn't have movement? So it's important that we are able to feel it, see it, touch it, taste it. And I think Washington Performing Arts it's a wonderful vehicle to offer that to the city.
I almost came to tears with Beethoven Sonata, and this woman just put her hand on my knee and said, honey, it's beautiful, isn't it? It was one of those moments where a total stranger, was able to make a connection.
It's just invaluable how integral Washington Performing Arts is to our lives and enriching our lives.
One thing that WPA does, it gives a range of opportunities for participation. They appreciate all gifts, large and small.
From day one, I have felt good about Washington Performing Arts. I usually get involved in volunteer things that are dreary and depressing, and we have to fight for something. And this wasn't that. It was just a way to support a really happy thing and keep it going.
Washington Performing Arts is very important to me. I feel like it feeds my soul when I go to the performances, and I feel like it gives me a chance to do something meaningful in giving back to the community.
What a miracle it is for me to have become involved here and to continue to have it as a positive thing in my life.
I love teaching, and Washington Performing Arts has allowed me to do what I want to do, to reach as many children as I can. Just to be able to be a part of an organization that is really raising children to appreciate arts and giving them another way to think. I love it. I love it. That's all.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you. It's the time for our big grand finale, our conclusion, our fund a need. And you may say to yourself, well, what is the fund a need? It's Make Arts Education Happen. Just open your phone, click on that link, and you'll see our home page. It says Make Arts Happen. Click on that, and you will see different levels that you can contribute. There's ranges from $25,000 to $100. So there's lots of opportunities. The Washington Performing Arts Education and Community Engagement programs are at the heart of why Washington Performing Arts was founded, to celebrate and spark curiosity, collaboration, and creativity, and be home for all members of our community where they can experience the arts. Already, we're starting out with a lot of different proxy bids that were left earlier for tonight, and that is a bid of, not a bid, this is a total right now. We are at $20,150 to start. That's fantastic. We'd love to get over 100,000. Let's flood those phones. Come on, folks. It only takes a few minutes. It's not that much money for what we get out of it. Did you know Washington Performing Arts annually produces more than 900 education and community engagement events, serve over 50,000 participants across the D.C. area? All right, $20,250. Thank you, Teresa Brown. Support innovative arts education. There are thousands of students in more than 100 DC public schools, including DCPS honor ensembles, a multi-day music festival that brings everyone together, young musicians from every ward of the city to meet, rehearse, and perform together. How could that not be great for a city? Did you know over the... Thank you. All right, we're up to $20,350. Folks, we really want to break through the 100,000 level, so click on those phones, and you can... Thank you, John and Rona Freeman. We're at $21,450. We need your help. If you gave $10,000, you could provide more than 15 free interactive concerts and dance performances in senior living communities. Washington Performing Arts Women's Committee, there we are with the Women's Committee again, began the Enriching Experiences for Seniors program over 15 years ago to promote social engagement and lifelong arts engagement across generations. Great program.
I'm ready to make my bid. I'm ready to make my bid. 500.
We have 500 from Elizabeth Rachaba.
And by anybody else in the room, if they'd like to raise their hand, over here, we've got a bid over here. Our chair of the board,
15,000 in the room.
Thank you, Tom Gallagher.
Thank you, Tom. How about that? We'll get that. It'll come up.
Thank
That'll
you,
show up here in a minute
Rollins.
here. Denise Rollins. We're at 22,000 already, and one of the other things that we do with this money, we teach teachers the power of the arts. You know, arts can be a little forgotten in the schools. You know how it is. 2 full days of workshops, performances, training materials for more than 80 teachers in the Embassy Adoption Program to learn how to provide the best arts, cultural, and global experiences for their students. More than 2,500 students participate in the Embassy Adoption Program each year.
Steve, Roger White from RJ White Event Production.
RJ White, thank you.
Incredible partners tonight. Thank
Melissa
you
Adams.
so much. Melissa Adams. I think it's time to flood the phones. This is a part of the night. It's been an incredible experience, and we want to hear from you online, in the room, on the phones. Our people are standing by.
That's right.
That's me.
Now's the time. We're only going to take a little bit more time. Thank you, Elizabeth. We're at 38,000 already.
Thank you.
More than 2,500 students participate in the Embassy Adoption Program each year. Students from all 8 wards. You know, we know that it's people like you, people like us that make these arts programs happen. We can't rely on it. There's not enough money otherwise. This is the time to do it. This is our big fundraiser. It's been a very unusual time for everybody, and the fact that you're pulling together with us right now is very, very edifying to us, and I know the young artists feel the same way.
I have to say, we've had 2 incredible donations right here at the table. Matthew Campbell, our Director of External Relations.
Matthew.
Michelle Hoffman, our Director of Education and Community Programs. And I also saw, before Northern Trust came up, our co-chairs, Tina Coe-Mather and Gary Mather. Thank you so much for your contribution to the Fund in Need. I saw Northern Trust. I saw Junior Board Member, Benga Ige. Thank you so much.
We are halfway there.
This is exactly what we want to
51.
see. Thank you.
Wow. So if you gave $5,000, that's to support our Gateway Student Ticket Program.
Thank you, Luann Goodermuth. Thank you, Joe Sandman.
Joe Sandman.
Carolyn Roberts.
I like that name, Joe Sandman. Did you know, created in the spirit of Washington Performing Arts founder Patrick Hayes' personal catchphrase and our organizational motto, everybody in, nobody out.
Thank you, Ann O'Donnell. We see your contribution. Thank you so much.
Elizabeth, we're getting there. Pick up those phones. Give us another couple bids, please. Now's the time. And it's fun. You feel better about it.
And Murray Horowitz,
Murray.
our artist in residence, the fabulous Murray Horowitz. Thank you so much.
All right, so the Gateway Student Ticket Program, you all are really busy there downtown all the time.
Yes,
My gosh.
yes.
So students can purchase $10 tickets to attend main stage programming.
Yes,
Wow.
yes. Any concert has tickets available for students and their adult caregivers to come and join and participate. Every performance of the season has those Gateway student tickets, thanks to the generous contributions of donors like the Feinbergs and the Mathers and others who make that program possible.
Wow. So as long as I remember, Washington Performing Arts has been the leading arts organization in Washington, and we really appreciate your help. Let's see. All right, look at this. We're at $63,150.
Thank you, Reginald Bagley, our Gala co-chair. Thank you so much.
Hey,
Lorenzo Evans, our Chief Operating Officer and Director of Finance. What we want you to know is that, Tom Kim, thank you so much.
Yeah, let's see some hundreds. Let's see some 350s. Why not? Everything counts. Even if it doesn't seem like much. Every gift. You see what's happening. We're getting the snowball effect.
And what we need you to know is that actually this line, this opportunity to give is going to be open all night. And in fact, even after this event. So we encourage you to keep coming back to visit our webpage, to make arts education happen, to make main stage programming happen, to make programs in the community happen through our Mars Arts DC platform. We'll keep accepting your donations even after tonight, and we're just so thrilled to have already raised over $65,000 for arts education. We're coming toward the end of our evening, huh,
Yes,
Steve?
we are. That's right. We'll have a little sign-off from Michelle. But, you know, I'm always not inclined to give up so quickly.
Yeah.
Maybe we could just take it. Thank you, Tom Kim.
Yes.
Look at this, $65,000 is
$65,000.
fantastic. Do you know if you only give 100, you can provide musical supplies for a student in the in-school music programs?
Let's see $100 gifts online. We challenge you right now.
There it goes
Love
right
to
now.
See that
Thank you,
number
Jane
Thank you, Jane
Strittmatter.
Strittmatter.
All right.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you so much. We so appreciate your support for Washington Performing Arts.
Thank you so much.
Tonight
we really
and
appreciate
always.
it. Shall we turn it back to Michelle?
Let's turn it back to Michelle.
Thank you.
Donate here. I can't get it through. Oh my gosh. Hello again, everybody. Well, we'll come to the end of this program. Can you believe what they've done? $65,500. That's, do the math, that's like $34,500 away from our goal. So coming to the end of this, and under normal circumstances at this time in the Washington Performing Arts community, the night would just be beginning at the legendary WPA Arts Gala after party. I know a lot of you guys tripped the night fantastic, right? It was to have been co-sponsored by board member Daniel Hyder and Hyder Group, TTR Sotheby's, and our junior board chaired by Camden Miller, who's with us here tonight. Big round of applause. Well, we are not down at the National Building Museum. We couldn't resist encouraging you, though, to have a dance party of your own in your very own living room. How about that? You gonna dance? Well, we hope you will. On your screens, you'll see a link for Washington Performing Arts After Party playlist prepared exclusively for you. Enjoy. Let me just say it's been a thrilling pleasure to meet and greet all of the people who have been a part of this magnificent evening. And to be here with all of you tonight, thank you all so, so much for being here in person and online, for all of your support. Women, keep on being fearless, creative, and resilient. Men, keep supporting them to be so. And Washington Performing Arts, keep on doing the tremendous job that you do. Thanks again, everyone, and have a great night.